Okay. How's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to continue on my journey of trying to figure out what I'm doing. Sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. Okay. So let's see. So what we have here is exercise 111. They wanted to make a word counting program. So they said the fourth in our series of useful programs counts lines, words, and characters with a loose definition that a word is any sequence of characters that does not contain a blank, a tab, or a new line. Now, before I read this, before I even scrolled down on the page, I decided to try and write something myself, but it fucking fails. So first thing I did is I got an IDE, so all of you can laugh at my sad attempts to use this piece of shit over here. This is I tried to get VS Codium to work, but that was a mess, so I just gave up and got Visual Studio. I know. So you guys can stop complaining that I'm using Nano at this point. So this is what I came up with. So I took my old program, and again, what I want to do is I don't even want to read this shit. I wanted to see, can I make a word counter without reading anything that they had to say? So I didn't even want to scroll down and look at it, because if I scroll down and look at it, I'm going to wind up cheating. So this is what I came up with. I just answered that one. Okay, so I defined my get car. I have a new line, a tab, a blank, and then word and state. I don't even think I used that. So I have new line, tab, blank, and word are all 0. So while I'm getting a new character, if C is equal to a blank or a new line or a tab, we're going to count that as a word. If C is equal to a tab, we're going to count that as a tab. If it's a new line, and if it is a blank, then a blank. And at the end of it, it's going to tell you have a new tab, this many new tabs, this many new lines, this many blanks, and this many words. Now, my boss said that this program is going to break. And I don't know why, but I want to try it and see why it breaks. So, okay, so let's see what's wrong with this. So I'm going to run it. Okay, let's see actually. Run. Yes. Okay, let's see how this works. The problem is return type defaults to int. I don't understand what that means. So fuck it. Okay, let's see. I have 4 words, 3 blanks, now 6, 2 tabs. Let's see how accurate it is. Control D. Okay, 2 tabs, 4 new lines, 12 new blanks, 18 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait a sec. The word counter is wrong here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so it actually thought that my tabs were a word. Okay, so it thinks my tabs are words. But more importantly, I think this may even be stupider. This may actually be even dumber. Yeah, this may have actually a lot of stuff wrong with it. Okay, also, the weird thing is F5 doesn't actually start the F5 doesn't start anything? Okay, here we go. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I close it. 1. Wait, what? Oh, am I even running this code? 1 sec. Let's try this again. Uh-oh. I broke something horrible. My IDE doesn't want to work. Oh, no. Okay, fucking IDE. I miss Nano. Why did I stop using Nano again? Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Delete those words. Enter. Control D. Huh. 2 new lines, 4 new blanks, 6 new words. Okay, so the word counter is a fail. So I thought this was a good word counter because I figured I'm going to be in a new word every time that there's a space or a new line or a tab. Anytime there's a space, and line, or a new tab, I'm assuming I'm in a new word. But what if I hit tab 3 times? If I hit tab 3 times, I'm not necessarily in a word because I could hit tab twice. Oh, fail. Yeah, I could easily hit tab twice and not be in a new word. So this algorithm is actually really dumb. Yeah, that's dumb as shit. Why did I come up? Okay, so I'm probably going to look at the book at this point because I'm fucking clueless. All right. So let's see what we got over here. What does the book tell me? Okay, exercise 110, write a program to copy its input to output, replacing each tab. Okay, I did in the last stream. This is the 4th in our series of useful programs, counts lines, words, and characters, with the loose definition that a word is any sequence of characters that does not contain a blank, a tab, or a new line. This is a bare bones version of the Unix program word count. Let's see. So define in is 1 and define out is 0. Okay, so in means 1 and out means 0. I'm curious what makes a define different than like a normal variable or like an int. I'm very curious what makes that different than an int or a string. One moment, I'm going to be right back. Just got to grab something. All right. Define is handled by the precompiler. It sort of changes things in the code itself, but it's then changed during running. Okay, so what does this do? Count lines, words, and characters in input. Int. C, new line, new word, new character, state. So state is out, which is 0. New line, new word, new character, 0. Okay, makes sense. While C, get car is equal to this. You're always adding a new character. Okay, so essentially you're always counting a new character. If C is equal to a new line, if C is a blank, a new line, or a tab, you're out. Else if state is equal to out, then in. Okay, wait, so if state is out, then state equals in? What the fuck? See, this makes no sense to me. Okay, let's see. Maybe they'll explain something on how this works, or maybe I'm just an idiot. Let's see. Every time the program encounters the first character of the word, it counts one more word. Okay, so they explain it, so I'm not a complete moron. The variable state records whether the program is currently in a word or not. Initially, it is not in a word, okay, which is assigned the value out. We prefer symbolic constants in and out to the literal values of 1 and 0 because they make the program more readable. In a program as tiny as this, it makes little difference. But in larger programs, the increase in clarity is well worth the modest effort to write it this way from the beginning. You'll also find that it's easier to make extensive changes in programs where magic numbers appear only as symbolic constants. The line new line equals new word equals new character equals 0 sets all three variables to 0. This is not a special case, but a consequence of the fact that an assignment is an expression with a value and assignments associated from right to left. So we're this. Now the double line thingamajiggy over here. Is OR. Now look at how dumbass, look at my shit word counter. I tried to do it without reading the new section. That was a fail, because I got this. This doesn't actually work though. Wrong without debugging. I guess it kind of works. It semi-works. Like if I do 2 words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 6 words. Yeah, look, it syncs every tab as a word. So I got a little uppity here. I got ahead of myself. I wanted to see if I could write it without reading. But I'm a dumbass. Okay, back to this. Read my book. What the fuck are they talking about here? Okay. You did the right thing. What's the right thing? Right, the operator OR means OR. Okay, the line if C is equal to a blank or a new character or a tab. I mean a blank, a new line, or a tab. Says if C is a blank or a new line or a tab, call the escape for and its preference is just higher than OR. Expressions connected by and OR evaluate left to right. It's guaranteed that the evaluation will stop as soon as the truth or false it is known. If C is a blank, there is no need to test whether it is a new line or tab. These tests are not made. It's particularly important, but is significant in more complicated situations. The example also shows an else which specifies an alternate action if the condition of part of an if is false. In other words, if expression, statement 1, else statement 2. One and only one of the two statements associated with if else is performed. In the workout program, the one after the else is an if that controls two statements and braces. Okay, I'm still confused here. So what the fuck is this? So so you're outside of a word by natural. You're naturally out of a word. If C is a blank, a new line or a tab, you are out of the word. Hey JP, how are you? Else, then if your state is out. Okay, so you're out of a word, and then when you're out of a word, you're in a word. So I'm out of a word, but then after being out of a word, I say that I'm in a word, and I add new word. Okay. Yeah, that burns my brain. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, state equals out. I'm probably just going to stare at my screen for the next 2 hours going, This is the part where I fail, where I read what it says, and I think the person writing the book is expecting me to go, ah, yes. When you actually read the book, I go, huh? You are out of a word in one iteration of the loop. Next one, you check if you're out of a word. If the word is out and you're putting it in, then what's the point of setting it to out? Because aren't you just constantly setting it to in? You need a teacher. No, I need a brain. Doesn't happen in the same loop, it comes through in the next loop cycle. So if C is anything, if C is anything that would cause it to be a new word, then state is out. Otherwise, it's in. In iteration 1, you set out. I think I had vitamin B12 deficiency as a child. That's why my brain never developed as an adult. Okay. Oh, let's type this and see if it makes any sense to me. Okay, so after seeing that, I guess my first question is, let's just make it really basic. Can I even write that? Let's see. Am I even capable of writing that? I mean, it's still cheating, but like, still. Let's see, if C, okay. Yeah, okay, first thing to do is, can I even, let's see. So the first thing is, every time you're getting a character, add new character. No, this is not it. Oh no, Control K doesn't delete a line anymore. No! The commands I was used to in my old text editor don't work. No! I miss Nano. I like Nano. Nano is beautiful. If C is equal to new line, well, if C is equal to a blank, a new line, or a tab, no, it's not a new line. It was a new line, that's why I put, if C is equal to a new line, plus plus new line, edit include path setting. What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck that means. Huh. Hmm? What? God damn it. I'm just gonna fuck. You know what, IDE? You can gargle my balls. Fuck IDEs. Fuck IDs. Okay. State undeclared. Okay, first. IDs can gargle my balls. Okay, it says state is undeclared. But didn't I declared state right here? Like state is right here. How the oh. You're right here, you cunt. State undeclared first use in this function. Oh, son of a bitch. Fuck my FML. Okay. Caps matter. Yes, they do. You have 24 new lines and 24 new characters and 4 new words. Okay, so the word counter works. The word counter works. Okay, what the fuck did I do with my new lines? Let's see. All C equals get characters, then equals in the file, plus new line. If C is a new line, then add a new line. If C is... What the fuck did I do? God damn it. If C is equal to... This isn't even progress. I'm literally cheating off of code I already read. That I don't even understand. Okay, if C is a blank, a new line, or a tab, state is equal to out. State is out. So state has to be out to be a new word. Huh? But you only get to new word if you once you enter this else. So if state is out, then you put it back to in a word so that you're not increasing the count. Wait, why do I have a semicolon after the if? I'm not supposed to have a semicolon after the if. I'm gonna trust it on the character count because So the problem that I have here is that, okay, all I did is I tried to rebuild based on what I read, and I wasn't even able to rebuild it without fucking it up 4 times. But more importantly, I don't understand how this works. Like, I would not be able to rewrite this from scratch if I forgot this. If I forgot this tomorrow, I guarantee I'd never be able to write this from scratch. Everybody said to get an IDE, but it's such a fucking pain in the dick. Like, look at this. This is so annoying. Like, and then I have to, it's bad enough having to troubleshoot my own shit code. Now I have to troubleshoot a fucking IDE. It's like, watch. Yeah, I'm going to open this. All right. So I open this. I go run. Start debugging. Unable to suck my dick. So it's like, what the I don't want to now I got to learn how to use this shit? Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck this noise. You out of your goddamn mind? I already have to you know how hard it is debugging my shit software? I tried VS Code, but it just pissed me off. It's annoying. You know, it's already hard enough to troubleshoot my own shit software without troubleshooting somebody else's. Like, man, I can only do one at a time. Okay, so I can't move on to the next thing until I understand this. This I have to understand. So, okay. So state is 0. So state is 0. So also, this is a stupid question. So if I have 2 if statements, when the first one is true, it's going to move on to the second one, right? It's not only moving. So else is going to move on to the next one if this is false. So I got to figure. Let's see. Walk through it. Here's a piece of paper. Let's see. If C is a new line, then add a new line. Like, why am I using an else if at the end instead of an if? You have to close your code properly. I don't know what you mean, but like, we'll get to that later. Let's see, brackets to ensure that. Think through an okay, why would I use this instead of else if? I'm not sure I'm not quite sure I've grasped that concept of when to use one versus another. Paul, half a brain is actually being really generous. I have a single cell. I have half a cell, not half a brain. Okay. Like, what would be the difference between me using else if on this line? Actually, why not try it? Yeah, why not try it? Fuck it. Yeah, well, how am I gonna? What better way to figure it out than to just do it? Duh. Right. I can't believe I'm asking when, like, it's like, what do I have here? A univac? I can compile this program in a second. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 new lines. Control D. You have 4 new lines, 38 new characters, and 7 new words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it says I have 7 words when I actually have 8. Now let's change it back to a normal if. Yeah, I'm just gonna play with it a little bit. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 new lines. 8 words. You don't have a border between words for the last word. I don't know what you mean by border, so I can't process that. You need to remove the semicolon from if C equals new line and put plus plus new line in curly braces. Currently, if your if dies because nothing because the semicolon follows it immediately. I don't get that. Your code will never compile properly if it is enclosed correctly. I don't know, it just compiled here. I don't know what you mean, that shit just compiled. It compiled. It lives. Okay, anyway. Back to trying to figure this shit out. Why do I have tabs here? My characters, go away. Else if switches to the next different first variable. It's better to think through the algorithm using plain English and then translate that into code rather than try to think it in code starting out. True. I'm trying to figure out why the else does it different in this middle. If you use multiple if, all of them get tested. If you just use else if, it only gets tested if the if before is not executed. I feel like one side of my brain understands it and the other side doesn't. That'll come up later, I'm sure. I'm gonna let's marinate for a minute and see if I get it. Since this is saying state out, so if I made this an if, yeah, let's actually see what would happen. What the hell? Yeah, compiling is free. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I only have 7 words, but it thinks I have 10. And that's because without the else, since the state starts as out, I want to understand the difference before I move on. You don't need to understand it. You redo the program to understand what you would do. No, I think I need to understand it. I need to know how that stuff works. Think of else. It's a good habit to wrap your conditional blocks if, else, etc. So like this, are you saying do this? So when you say wrap, you mean this. Let's make sure that doesn't break it. Why are you trying to learn C? Why are you watching my chat at 10 o'clock on a weeknight? Let's see. If you change if to else if as you did, then it will only count words, not count a new line. If it counts a new line, it skips trying to count words. First case, only one of the two. First case, only one of the same thing. So that means this only runs if that's false. You know what? Let's keep reading. Every time the program encounters the first character of a word, it counts one more word. What input are most likely to uncover bugs? Well, exercise 111 I already did because I created my own shitty word counting program. But I think there's something that I haven't counted for. Let's see. Okay, I think there's something that what if I backspace? Will this work if I backspace shit? I don't know if this is gonna work if I backspace. I have 6 new words now, and then I backspace them all, and I hit enter. Shit. Okay, how does it know when I backspace? Because I didn't do anything in here regarding backspace. So, is it because I didn't hit enter? Wait, okay, let's see. What if I don't hit enter? If I don't hit enter, then hit Control D, does it count any words? Okay, so it counted 14 words even without Control D. Why does it... How does it know when I backspace? Does it... If new shells do not send backspace, is it not counting in real time? Is it not upping the variables in real time until I press enter? Wait, that can't be, because even if I don't press enter and hit Control D for end of file, it gives me accurate word count. Yeah, it does. It says 24 new words and 117 new characters. Okay, so how the fuck is that? Okay, this actually doesn't make any sense to me. Like, this program doesn't say anything in it about dealing with backspaces. So how does it know? Like, How does this program know when I backspace and delete a word? Huh? Wait, no, because I don't have to hit enter. Watch. I am not pressing enter, and it still counts my word when I hit Control D. Control D. See? I have 15 new words. How does it know to do that? It doesn't because you're not on an old terminal. The code does not take into account characters outside of ASCII, which will count as words. Terminal emulators do not emulate properly. Okay, you know what? That'll be a question for another day. When you terminate the program, it pushes the buffer into the program. Terminals are a layer of uncertainty. Okay, we'll accept it. We'll accept it. Write a program that prints its input 1 word per line. Fuck me. Okay, how the fuck would I do that? Write a program that prints its input 1 word per line. Okay. Fuck. Let's see. Not even close to having a clue here. So. Print. I need to have another thing that does. That's my word counter. So each time new word, print new line. Put car new line. So if I'm in a new word, make a new line. Wait, state in, new word, put car, new line. Okay, yeah, so if the idea is to print the input 1 word per line, I should probably take my program from before that takes the input and smashes it to the output, copy this part into it, which does the word counting, and then have it print a new line and put car for a new line each time there is a new word. So let's see. So where's my program that takes input and makes it output? Is that this? I'm guessing the answer to this, but since you're writing a University of Boston, why not sign up for university and programming classes? Because I don't want to pay $30,000 and then have to take like fucking history and pre-calculus and like English monarchy and all the other bullshit classes so that I can take what I want. I don't want to do that shit. I also am really bad in a classroom environment. I've never learned well in a classroom environment. It doesn't work for me. Let's see. I'm disappointed watching this. I made a good word counter typing test to 20 years ago. What are you disappointed at? Confused. Oh, 1.9 was something else. Maybe actually. Okay. If C is a blank, blanks in a row. New line. What does this do? Well, what the hell? Might as well see what that does. Excuse me. Fuck. Palm rejection on Linux is such crap. Womp, womp, womp. Wait, why am I letting one blank slide? Not at this rate. I'm not going to become a programmer, Jesse. Probably in 20 years. Write a program that prints its input one word per line. So, let's see. While C equals getCar, if C is a blank, what if I just get rid of all this shit? What is this? Like, what am I doing here? Add a new line. Do you have any programming experience in another language? I started this book when I was 6, and I actually got up to exercise, I think 1.8, and then my mom took it away and said, "You're wasting printer paper," because I would print the program when I had a working sample, and then I didn't see the book again. So yeah, I last did this in 1994 on a 286. Okay, so why do I have a space? Well, technically it said to put each word in a new line, right? It said put each word on a new line. Like, so I did the assignment, did I not? Like, okay, it's a shitty, I did the assignment very shittily, but I did the assignment. I did the assignment. What is this? Give Oreo a greenie and let him take over. You know, he'd probably do a better job. He's got a bigger brain than I do. Okay. Well, if it's a blank, put car new line, put car C, else if put car C, If I do that, I won't get any character. You get a new line. Wait, did I just move away from Vim? What the fuck? Okay, here we go. You know what? That's a level of autism for another day. That's a level of autism for another time. Okay. Put car C. So do I need this? Boo. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Fuck, wrong file. Son of a bitch. Okay, so wait, so I don't need this line? What? Get a character. If it's a blank, put a new line. If it's not a blank, put the character. Okay, so this is replacing the blanks with new lines. Yeah, I'm using a framework. Linux palm rejection is trash on this, but to be fair, I've never used a laptop in my life that had good Linux palm rejection. Linux is an operating system that's designed to torture you for wanting to be different and anti-establishment. And you wouldn't be sufficiently tortured if the palm rejection on your trackpad actually worked. You need to be tortured for being anti-establishment. Or you enter a cheat code, which is you get a ThinkPad and you disable the trackpad in the BIOS, so you only have a pointing stick where you don't need palm rejection. What if I put multiple spaces? What if I put multiple spaces? How would that work? Like, see, when I touch the trackpad, like when I type a key, I have to wait 0.4 seconds before this works again. That's my idea of trackpad rejection. Let's see. What if I put multiple spaces? Oh, son of a bitch. I didn't do the assignment. It is supposed to put each word on a new line, but a space is not a word. This is a cheat. This is a farce. This is not a real solution. This is a hack job. A filthy, dirty hack job. Dirtier than an MP4 file with Katya Kassan in the file name. Sigh. Okay. We're going to take this and we're going to use it to build a better one. You know what? Starter. No cheat. That's fine, no cheat. My code is still better than Apple's SSD design. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, where's my word counter? Okay, so I should use my word counter, and if it's a new word. So this over here. So this is a word counter over here. So I could take my word counter. What if I took my word counter? What if I took my word counter and then said, and then I took my word counter and then I said, put car new line when there's a new word. What if? I know, it's crazy. Oh, fuck me, what did I just do? There's no undo because this is fucking Linux. Oh, yeah. Oh, there is undo, but it's MU. What the fuck is MU? I have an undo down here. It's called MU. What's mu? Oh, shit. I could probably retype this code faster than I could Googling what MU is in Nano. I'll Google it. What is M-U in Nano? Meta is the escape key in OS 10. Undo a change in Nano, press escape and then U. Okay. Escape and then U. Huh. Okay, here we go. If C is this, and then we have to make the fucking variables. I might as well copy all that shit over too. Outside of my function. No. Look at me, I'm copying and pasting. Look at me, I'm doing what my 90% of the real programmers in the world probably do. This is what a real programmer does. This is some copy paste shit right here, right? Huh? Oh, now I'm learning. Okay, state equals out into C. If I don't need to make a new word. I don't need to count words here. I just need to make a new line. I don't need to do a counter of words. What I need to do over here is just count a new line. Put car new line. I don't need this. This is a bit of a mess over here. You know what? I'm fairly certain this is gonna fail in a horribly catastrophic way. I don't even give a fuck. I'm just kind of curious to see how it fails. Yeah, that's a bunch of fail. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, so what did I do? I did a bunch of stupid shit. Expected parentheses before this. Okay, you expected a parentheses. State in. Put car, new line. Where do you want parentheses? Oh, you mother sucker cock fucker. Okay, there we go. I'm fucking stupid, bro. Actually fucking retarded. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Why cutting off spaces now? Back to the drawing board. Okay, firstly, I don't even need new word because I'm not counting words. So let's make this program simpler by removing this bullshit. I don't need you. You're wasting my time. Okay, well, C is this. If C is a space, a new line, or a tab, we do our word counter. I don't think I need this to be in. Oh, I have another else that I probably don't need. Let's get rid of that fucking else. I don't need that else. Wait, I feel like I'm gonna regret this, so I'm gonna label it separately. I don't know why this is wrong yet. My brain hasn't processed why it's wrong, but I know it's wrong. Okay. Let's try this. Why is this wrong? What the fuck did I just do? Okay, I just made it worse. Yeah, so we're just gonna pretend that this never happened. Man, I wish I can do this with my relationships. See this right here? Yeah. Good luck doing that with your relationships. Anyway, back to this. If it's a space, a new line, or a tab, state becomes out. Else if state equals out. Okay, what does this do? This deletes characters. So there's a put car that's missing somewhere. It's not putting a character. So where am I missing my put car? I had this problem yesterday. See, this is the problem that I have. This is what makes me call myself an idiot. I had this problem yesterday, and I didn't learn. Because I didn't understand the concept. So I still don't understand why I need two put cars. Like, I know I did the exact same shit yesterday that I did now. I know that there was another put car that I needed, but I don't understand why. Why is this cutting off one of my letters? So I'm getting a character, and if it's a blank, a new line, or a tab, then it does the word count in a new line. Wait, oh, is it because when I'm doing, if there's a new line, a tab, or this, it puts a new line before I actually put a character. So doesn't that mean that put car should be up here? Like if I'm doing it over here, then why is it not just constantly putting a character? Oh, because it's making the... Okay, now this makes sense. This is why it's making the new line first. So see how it has this? This new line over here is being created even when I... Okay, that's because I have shitty code, but let's see. Test 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see that extra line over there? So it does a new line, then prints the character, then prints the other characters. Okay, now I understand this. The only thing that I really wish I knew how to do, I understand how this code works. Holy shit, I actually feel like I have a fucking brain. The one thing I want to know how to do is how do I make it not make a new line like this extra line over here? Like I should just, when I hit enter, it shows up over on here rather than over here. I don't know how to do that. JP, it shouldn't be deleting anything you type. You're a trusted moderator here. Oh, did my stream die? Oh shit. My phone is not working anymore. Chat is missing. Okay, 1 second. My phone actually died. I'm using my phone as a chat window because I don't have enough space in my framework. Here we go. Chat is back. Okay, 1 sec. I've been missing a bunch of chat. Okay, 1 moment. I gotta read back because I missed a bunch. Sorry. fuck did I put a semicolon inside of there for? Oh, I put a semicolon. Okay, that was a typo. That was legit a typo. No big deal. Try adding a statement to put a new line when you see a new line as well. What you could do, is increase my IQ by 30 points by going back in time about 33 years and putting iodine in my food. I bastardized this. At one point, this program actually worked. I think I have to put the new line outside of this else and if and while shit somewhere. Somewhere in here I have to put a new line. I just don't know where I put my new line. I have to put my new line somewhere because this formatting is bad. You see this? You see how like it doesn't end, like when I start typing again, it is on the same line as the last word. I don't like that. I started using Nano in 2003 when I was installing Gentoo Linux because the Gentoo Linux tutorial suggested that you use Nano as the editor, and I kind of liked it, so I just never got rid of it. But it's beginning of the while loop. I don't know if that would work though. Yeah, I want the new line right here at the end. At the end of the last word. So where is the end? Where is the last word though? I have a character. I think it's here. I think this is the only place where I didn't try it. Let's see, what the fuck happens over here? Maybe that's it. Oh, fuck you, semicolon. So it's not, it's adding the new line in the middle of the word. How the hell is that even a thing? The state thing is for counting the word. It needs to go about after state out with another if condition. You put it inside the while loop. Isn't this whole thing the while loop? This whole thing here is a while. Like the whole thing, yeah, but it's where in the while loop? I don't know where I put this in the while loop. If the state is in the word, then create a new line? Like, why would I want to create a new line if right before state equals out, and the if should be if state equals in? Ditch the entire state crap and rewrite the program from scratch. It's a cluster club. I don't know how to do that. This is the only way I know how to do a word counter. Try adding put car new line to the inside of the first if statement. Try adding a put car new line to the inside of the first if statement. The first if statement, I think we did that already. If it's a new line, put a new line again? I have a feeling that's not going to do what I want, but I'm going to try it just because somebody told me to. Oh, son of a bitch. Why did I do that? Okay, my bad. That was fucking retarded. Okay, but this puts every word on a new line. I only want the last word to have a new line. This is This is double spacing everything now. I don't want double spacing on everything. Needs to be a separate check for the new line in the while loop. So out here, oh, at the end. Which one was I even editing at this point? Oh, because I put this stupid new line shit over here. Mother. didn't get rid of that. Put brackets on the while loop. Expected declaration of statement of input. It doesn't like that I did that. It does not like that I put a bracket on the while loop. Wait, there was already a bracket on the while loop, wasn't there? After my last word, I want a new line. But not after each new word, only after the last new word. So this while loop is saying if there is a new word, if anything has made it a new word, we're out of the new word. If we are not out of the new word, make a new line and put car C. Wait, no. Out, if we are in the new word, make a new line and put the car C, else put car C. This new line at the end didn't do anything though. Sigh. An if statement at the beginning of the while loop and put a new line if you see a new line. If statement at the beginning of the while loop. So, but we already have, okay, this if statement at the beginning of the while and put a new line if you see a new line. If C equals new line, put car. Damn it, new, not new line. Fuck, I keep doing that. That's a bad habit. I gotta stop doing that shit. Holy crap. It works. Why did it have to be there, though? What I see is a new line. Why isn't it making it double spaced? Wouldn't that be making it double spaced? This is I don't like answering like this because like I literally that's a guess. I don't know why. I don't understand why it works. Well, C equals get car in the file. Oh, I'm just using tabs, Paul Daniels. Let's see if I can I display capture here? Yeah, see, so I have one nano window, another nano window in here, and I just alt 1, alt 2, alt 3. No, sorry about that. Excuse me. It's hard to explain why it works because it gets lost in chat. Yeah, I'm sorry, Dan. I haven't done a good job of reading chat. Put car only needs to be the first if. Okay, but why the first if? Okay, while you're doing that, if C is a new line, then place a new line. Wouldn't that result in a double space, though? If C is a new line, then make a new line. So if I'm typing over here, I am typing over here. I make a new line, and then it makes a new line. Like, what is the part that would tell my brain that that's the answer? I need to connect that synapse. If C is a new word, then place a new line. I see. Go away, Brian. Let's see. When state equals out, you're saying that you are exiting the word. And therefore, if you put a new line there, you are putting a new line at the end of the word. You're right. And if I do it over here, I'm always putting a new line at the beginning of a word because state in was the beginning of a word. Interesting. Excuse me. I'm yawning a little bit. I have a cheese and a pumpkin seed. When state equals out, you're saying that you are exiting the word, and therefore if you put a new line there, you're putting a new line at the end of the word. That's why you add an empty line, but no line at the last word, because the new line is being put before the words, not the after. Some pumpkin seeds. And a little slice of cheese. Worthwhile snack. Alright, I'm gonna get some sleep. I'll torture myself again tomorrow. If you want to feel smart, come back tomorrow. Every day that you watch me do this, you will feel smarter. Because your brain got enough oxygen when it was forming, unlike mine. That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. Oh, this is Linux. This is XFCE right here. XFCE is awesome. 2 hours to do one exercise.